Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is Scott Immel, and today we're going to talk in more detail about Vault SafetyDocs. And a traditional area where you'll log into is the home area. So by the way, web-based application, everything here is Part 11, Annex 11 compliant. And when you're looking in the home area, you could see that some color coding allows you to understand that I might have documents that are nearing their due date, like this orange triangle here. It's due in the next 24 to 48 hours. Or maybe that I have ample time because it's green to work on this risk management plan. But also notice you're not just seeing documents, you're also seeing cases that might need to be processed. That's actually derived from our Vault Safety application. So both Vault Safety and Vault Safety Docs can work harmoniously together or be sold standalone. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to focus on safety docs and document management and handling. In fact, the real heart of SafetyDocs is the library, meaning that I myself, Scott, have access to, let's say, many documents based on my permissions and security. Maybe I'm seeing these 354 documents because I'm a super user, or maybe certain users only see those documents that are in review or approved or final or being edited or authored. And in doing so, I might want to slice and dice what I'm looking at. I might want to say, hey, really want to look at all my pharmacovigilance system master file documents. So these filters allow you to slice and dice, save the view, share it with your colleagues to allow you a flexible and easy way to find your documents quickly. And if you're noticing like me, you've got documents that are maybe Word documents, maybe other. There's a whole slew of document types that we store and allow you to create, edit, and author. You can see I've got varying stages of workflow, draft and effective and review, etc. And in these, you can see that I've got this little orange symbol called a binder. In fact, in my favorites, I have several different binders, one being the PSMF binder. Now, before we get into that, let's talk about the different use cases and really what is SafetyDocs. It's really meant to be a organically growing document management system that's purpose-built for safety. And the four major use cases, now there's a lot of different document types that you can store here and even come up with some of your own. But the four major use cases, I would say, hover around the pharmacovigilance system master file that I just mentioned. There's a structure to it. There's an out-of-the-box binder template that lays out this is where your sections 1 through 7 and your annexes A through I go. And have as many as you need, right? Even feel free to change up the binder structure. The second major use case, I would say, around contractual related documents that are PV related, your SDEAs, your PVAs, et cetera, right? Third major use case, I would say, are around your aggregates. And I don't just mean the line listings. I mean the ability to create, edit, author, review, and approve all of your aggregate-related documents, inviting in your regulatory friends, maybe even sharing a document via what's called a cross-link with another vault so they can consume it, maybe put it as a part of their IND, NDA filings, right? So there's a lot of cross-collaboration, either internally as well as externally between maybe your sponsors and your CROs. And I'd say the fourth major use case is around areas like inspection readiness, risk mitigation, REMS, RMPs, even signal monitoring related documents, and many use cases in between, too many to mention. Now let's get back for a moment into the library section, right? And let's go ahead and open up that important PSMF binder and take a look. Out of the box, it's going to allow you these yellow folders that is a virtual collection of documents. So a document can exist here. It can also coexist in other binders and be pointed there as well. You have the ability to house metadata that's meaningful with your binder, and your binder could have a workflow, and your individual documents themselves can have workflows. So you can see this is in review. It's a little bit late, so it has a workflow lifecycle. They have particular metadata that can be associated with documents. You have version history of checking in documents, checking them out, and so forth, allowing for simultaneous collaboration where maybe you and many of your colleagues, your partners, are working at the very same time in the very same document. And then all of this metadata becomes meaningful because you can create reports and dashboards off of it. For a moment, let's look at just one other document here. Let's go back into the library and look at maybe documents that are contractually related. So how about this PV agreement? And now you can see the workflow is different. So having different kinds of workflow for different kinds of documents, as well as different kinds of metadata for different kinds of documents. with a contract, you probably want to learn more about start dates and end dates, right? You also might want to take some of the fields in the metadata and merge them into the document themselves. Now, all of that data is great because now you have the ability natively inside of a Vault to create your own dashboards and reports. We're going to give you a few out of the box, right? But we allow you the ability to point and click, create your own. So you don't have to buy third-party query tools. You want to know the different aggregates and the statuses of them, create a report, and convert it into a dashboard. All very easy to do. How many PSMFs do we have? What kinds of documents have we been storing inside of the application? So knowing what's happening inside of Vault SafetyDocs is very easy, and it happens to be actionable. So you want to learn more about this, go ahead and drill down. And it takes you from that 30,000 level foot view. You can now expand out, see all the different categories of your documents. Maybe you're concerned about timelines, who's working on it, statuses, and maybe you want to share that. So allow others to see this report by adding them to the sharing settings. Always the ability to export it to Excel or PDF, even put it on a schedule. Maybe it arrives at a certain destination of users every Friday at noon. Very easy to do, point and click, allowing users to find the different attributes that they need and then create quantifiers and logic around it. Even on the output, being able to pick and choose the fields that you need, put them in the order that they are, and then create those reports, save them, run them, share them. So hopefully you found the last 6 minutes or so very useful. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to your local Veeva representative. Take care. Bye-bye.